Hello, my comic otaku. This is JD Dishman, the comic otaku, and fellow comic otakus. Whatever. Anyway, this is JD Dishman, and this is the second episode of the comic otaku reviews. Which, yeah, I was planning on doing the Red Hood issue, which was voted upon you guys, but I figure I'll just read this book while telling you how the new system's going to be working. Anyway, I just recently bought the digital copy of Sideways. I was planning on buying the physical copy, but irony is the comic shop I go to was out of the copy. And since I restocked my card, which is a prepaid card, with some cash, I thought to just, buy a couple of comics. But I know it would cost a lot more just to get it shipped here in a little. So I just bought a digital copy until I can find a physical copy on the cheap without having to pay a lot of shipping, which I understand. See, people are going to try to give me links to places where I can get. But right now, I don't have the money. That's another factor, too. I don't have actually financial resources at this moment to do that. So, without further ado, or at least right now, it's just I had to get a new phone and got some new insurance. So, yeah, some dental insurance I needed really badly, considering. The irony is it was very expensive because I had to get it. So, had to get the bigger package, so I'd be activated in right away after first payment. Well, anyway, yeah. Well, yeah. Here's Sideways. Okay. Hey, wait, is she a vampire now? That's weird. Oh, that's not a tongue or anything. It's a finger. Oh, I forgot you wore pink gloves. Okay. The issue starts off with, well, anyway, with Sideways going behind. Wait, is the guy viewing arrows? Oh, there we go. Actually, I think that'd be a bad idea to do for reviews. Yeah, I'm honest. Anyway, he goes to his friend's house and pretty much sneaks behind her with his powers. She gets pretty much like typical and forces him out, which, yeah, makes sense. The art is pretty awesome. I love Kenneth Rackford's work, so yeah, this is pretty cool. And Ernestine's in some sort of weird Tigger outfit. And we see the main character talk about his powers and everything, and look at that. Ouch. He's nearly invulnerable. Look at that. Apparently they're friends because they like all the geeky stuff, which is cool. And there it is. Her sister, which is her twin, like some of the reviewers I've seen, say it's a good concept. I mean, it's like they're polar opposites, which, yeah, makes sense. And, yeah, here's another thing. They're talking about what happened in Gotham and everything, and that's his mom, his dad, he's adopted and all that mess, but, yeah, it's pretty cool. And, yeah. Then he gets he hears all the bullies talk about him, everyone messing with him. It reminds me of Spider-Man, which, yeah, I mean, people compared him to Spider-Man, which is good. He's like, in my opinion, a better written Spider-Man nowadays compared to the way he is written today. Actually, he reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man, more likely. When Brian Michael Bendis was writing the book in the early 2000s, before, See, anyway, this is almost like reading like classic Bendis than modern Bendis. Classic was better. He was trying to shake things around and try to make new concepts and stuff. of out of or existing concepts. Like, for instance, New Avengers. If it wasn't for New Avengers, we wouldn't have the Avengers movie. Mark Millar may have set the groundwork and tone for the movie, but I think it was Michael Bendis' is this hunger to make Avengers better than X-Men, and ironically, he did that. He brought Avengers back to being a point of the company, and irony is that it was almost like a second kind of revival, like the all new, all different X-Men. Same thing with the New Avengers. It was like the all new, all different X-Men for them. But aside from history lesson, this is, like I said, this is more like Ultimate Spider-Man level writing, and this is where he goes out, dresses up in the costume. Yeah, or not. Just kidding. I bet this guy's the Flash Thompson of the book, and Liz Allen, and maybe the King Kong. That guy's got to be the King Kong. Like I said, this guy, I think it was one of the editors at DC who wrote this book. I'll have to check. But like I said, this is pretty cool. It's like, it reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man. Man, it's giving me that old Ultimate Spider-Man feel, like the way I used to feel when I read some of the few novels. It was hard to find at the comic shop, so I just read the graphic novels. No, not the comic shop, the bookstore, yeah. Oh, man. Well, okay, personal history lesson. When I was younger, I went to the bookstore for all my comic book needs, manga needs, and all that mess. We used to have one, and before, obviously, it shut down, and the mall became a toilet. But I used to go there for graphic novels, comic books, everything. And I used to get the Ultimate Spider-Man graphic novels, probably because I wanted to try the series out. And I think in some sense it's better to read them in graphic novel format than single issue format. Like I said, they're episodic. Instead of episodic, it's storyline based. So I think I was saving some cash back then, which I didn't realize it. But I prefer single issues of a episodic book, while here in a long storyline book, I prefer graphic novel. I like single issues for episodic, graphic novels for episode, long story narrative. So yeah, and this is the part where he gets chased by, well, the big space guy, and he's attempting to be transporting himself in different parts of the planet. He even goes back to his friend's house. It's irony, ain't it? Then he teleports over. Enough. How many times must I say stop? Then he starts falling, and then and there he is. I think he's the same guy from earlier in the Terrifics book. Okay. Crap. Oh yeah, it's Dan DeVito. Just enjoying was a dialogue. Yeah, it was Danny DeVito or Dan DiDio or whatever's how you pronounce it. Let me just zoom in. Let me zoom in so I can see his name. Dan DiDio, yeah. Kev Rackford, which aren't you. Which I love Kenneth Rackford's work. I love that they created this guy. Special thanks to Jessica Rackford. Guess he's related to Kenneth. Or maybe his wife, who knows? Maybe she's the one who actually might have been the inspiration for some characters. Who knows? Anyway, I like it. It reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man before, well, before the title became a little irreverent. It was just, it's just like that. It's like that old experience of reading Ultimate Spider-Man graphic novels and everything. And I didn't read all of them. I was able to read a few, including the first one and not the second one, a few others later. I've read the Venom one. Like I said, I just I couldn't pick them all up because I was in high school. I didn't have cash, and heck, I had to bug my mom for a little extra cash in order to pay for them. I mean, I got an allowance or what maybe could easily be an allowance, but hey, like most people do. And yeah, so I'm going to. Oh, whoa, that's just weird. I thought they never put ads in these books. I guess I put this in as a promotional thing. Who knows? Well, see you guys later, and peace out, my fellow comic otaku, and see you next time.